Hi everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the city of Fremont. This is episode 4 of the series so far, so thank you for tuning in, and thank you for the support on my previous episode. As always, it's always appreciated. Leave a comment, leave a like if you enjoyed it, and if you want any sort of, I don't know, whatever you want. If you want a suggestion to the city, sorry about that, feel free to leave a comment on whatever video you, I don't know, want to reach me out. I prefer leaving a comment on the latest video, so I'm more likely to see it. But anyway, moving on with that. Episode 4. This one is going to take a more, less, what is the term? Scenic? Not really. Forget what I'm trying to say. We're going to be focusing more on industrial and, well, that's pretty much it, actually. We're going to be focusing on an industrial area, which, again, is, actually, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before in the previous videos, but forgive me for this sidetrack, but the population of the city is really low compared to the jobs that are available. So, I mean, making this industrial area probably was not necessary. Let me redo that. It absolutely is not necessary yet. It will be necessary in the future, so I guess just putting it down now and getting it out of the way, I mean, serves a purpose, but basically every single one of these buildings that I'm putting down don't have enough workers, and they have a little flashing icon on every single one of them, so that's annoying. So I'm probably going to be in the next video making a large neighborhood, because I need to increase the population, because this is not good. It looks good, but for the RCI demand and whatnot, not good. So anyway, getting that out of the way. This episode is going to be focused on building this industrial area. So there's going to be lots of warehouses, lots of these low-level industrial buildings that are part of the Brooklyn collection by Feinbuild, however that's pronounced. Apologies. But yeah, so lots of concrete. It's surrounded on both sides, or what do you mean both sides? It's a rectangle. It's surrounded on 3 sides with rails. And surprisingly, there isn't any single rail depot, at least yet. There will be one in the future. But at the moment, there is not one placed down. And it wouldn't really serve any function at the moment because, as I've said before, there is way too many unavailable jobs. So, I mean, I doubt it would serve any purpose considering there aren't any employees working here. But eventually in the future, a rail depot will be put down, of course. So, moving on with that. It isn't going to be completely concrete and industrial, this area. While most industrial areas in real life are very, well, industrial, very concrete, very grungy, very dirty. And while this is a little bit of that, I wanted to focus on keeping it a bit more greener. So there are big patches of land that are not utilized with industrial space, and they're actually just left empty and filled with trees and wild grass that just haven't been cut down and removed yet to make room for that future industry. And those line the back edge of the plot of land that I have where the elevated railroad is. And that elevated railroad will probably be the one that's leading into the rail depot that will be in the future. So, okay, I have this big plan set up, sort of, to make sure that my rail lines don't mess up with each other and I have maximum efficiency and maximum I completely forgot the word I was trying to think of. Well, anyway, maximum efficiency, that's a good starting point. So, basically, that single rail right there that you see, right there, that will be exclusively for passenger trains. There will not be any freight trains going down that line. That will be a one-way track actually for passenger trains, and then they will loop around and connect back to the main station later on. I have not created the loop yet, but it will be created in a later episode or possibly off camera. So that is that. I'm not even sure where that even came up from. Oh yeah, whatever. Forget about it. Heading on forth to the next part of the video is me setting up this little yard, a little storage yard, trash yard, scrap yard, whatever you want to call it. Lots of boxes, lots of crates, pallets. These props get used a lot. I think they're actually just cement bags, but they look really good to fill in an industrial space with. I think they came with like a Target, or not Target, a Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that. But they do their job to make an industrial setting look more realistic and more full, as it should be, because you're not gonna have a big open plot of concrete that's just gonna be empty. I mean, it can happen definitely, but I have like 4 or 5 plots, 4 of them, and just having all of them being empty, that's pretty unreasonable. So I just went ahead and filled them in using all of these damaged asphalt decals, which look fantastic. Now, even though the road isn't made of asphalt and it's just the concrete texture, using the damaged asphalt really stands out anyway, because I guess the concrete got damaged, and instead of filling it in with more concrete, they just said, whatever, asphalt's cheaper, let's just do that. So that is that. Now, if you saw me put down just a moment ago, I was also putting down a bunch of random garbage and trash props. Those also are really great at filling in industrial spaces because, as I probably said earlier in the video, I'm not sure if I said it, but industrial spaces, and also as you probably do know, are not the cleanest things. They're actually quite filthy, disgusting, greasy, whatever you want to call them, all the nasty words you can think of. So putting all those trash, discarded wheels and garbage cans and like soda cans, beer cans, boxes, discarded boxes and containers, it just really makes the whole atmosphere all the more dirty and grungy, which is, of course, what I'm trying to aim for in this area. So moving on with that, over here is just the construction of a little bit of a parking area. Now, every single parking lot that I put down, I'm gonna try and make it the ploppable asphalt. I'm gonna try and put ploppable asphalt on it, so that way it's black and, well, asphalt, as most parking lots are. However, this is going to be one of the few exceptions where the lot is actually concrete. In the city that I live in, and also the city that this is partly based off of, there are a few concrete lots here and there. Of course, they are nowhere near as prevalent as the straight asphalt lots. Hence the reason why I wanted to, put ploppable asphalt down. So, moving on with that, here I'm just putting down a couple of these yellow striped road decals. I guess setting up a little bit of a don't park your car here zone. I guess possibly a delivery zone. Wouldn't really be a great delivery zone, to be honest, considering there's a car park right there, so bringing a big truck, trailer, whatever back there to deliver something, probably not the best. So I guess that could just be a little keep clear, we put materials here and whatnot zone. But it works out in the end, and it looks really nice. And I should just say that there's a lot of footage that has been cut out, because it's really just very slow, tedious construction of certain aspects of this entire industrial area, such as the construction of the parking lot. It's just me basically plopping down parking spots over and over and over again, and copying and pasting them, and then putting those down, and then putting the ploppable asphalt on top of them. And it's just really not entertaining to watch. So I went ahead and cut that out for the sake of you guys. If you guys feel like you're missing out on anything in this video, trust me, you're really not. But if you feel that you are really missing out, feel free to leave a suggestion in the comments. I'll try to make you guys as happy as possible when watching these videos. That's pretty much the main goal of them. So, moving on from that, this is pretty much the ending to this whole industrial yard. There were some other props and decals placed down off camera. There was actually a big section of the industrial lot that did not get recorded. Not because I cut it out, but because it actually did not get recorded. That was a complete accident on my part. I accidentally hit my record button while using Find It, because it's directly underneath backspace. It's the backslash button, because, well, I never use it, so I thought, hey, why not? Let's use that as the record button. But it does have its drawbacks, of course. Accidentally being clicked for backspace or enter is always a problem, but I'll just try to be more careful next time. But with that, I think this is going to be the ending towards this video. Well, not exactly the end to the video, but I guess the ending for my commentary, as there isn't much left to discuss. It's just going to be putting down these curb props around the edge of the parking lot to make it more realistic and define the parking lot from the road. Putting down more of these ploppable warehouses and whatnot. Putting down some more props, some fences, some dirt decals, you name it. The ploppable asphalt, of course. I'm probably going to cut this. I don't even know if I do. I think I do. Maybe. Anyway, forget about what I just said. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you in part 5 of the series. I've been getting a lot of support so far. I've been getting a lot of new subscribers as well, so if you're new here and you want to stay updated on the series, feel free to subscribe. It's always welcome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you in part 5. And I completely forgot how I end my videos. How do I end my videos? What is it? Seriously, what is it? I'm gonna cut it right here. Bye, guys.